Hey guys, Emperor here, bringing you another Destiny video. This is my revised version of the Titan skill tree analysis. I have learned a few things since my last video, so I thought it was significant enough to remake this. So we'll start with our first skill, the Flashbang grenade. Now, I can use this on myself, and this is what it looks like when you get flashed in multiplayer. Now, there is a fundamental difference between using that skill in multiplayer and using that skill against AI enemies. And that difference is, in multiplayer, while the players are blind, they can still fire their weapons. When you use this skill on an AI enemy, they are left incapacitated, which I will demonstrate now. Okay. My cooldown's up, so I can use this again. And you can see the swirly over his head and how he's covering his face. While he is like that, he can't do anything. So I could have just run up and hit him, and there isn't shit he could do about it. So, big difference between AI and real players. Okay, our next grenade is the pulse grenade. A grenade that periodically damages enemies inside its explosion radius. This grenade is a little similar to the Warlock's Vortex grenade, but instead of being a constant effect, this one pulses. But you can still, as I pointed out in the Warlock video, this grenade is good for making choke points. So, you know, if you're in a control base and you wanted to choke off a doorway like this one in front of me, you throw it down, and you kind of create a barrier that hopefully your enemies don't want to pass through, and if they do, it's going to weaken them, and then you can finish them off. Our last grenade is the lightning grenade. I don't have this one unlocked, so I won't be able to show it to you. As I said in the Warlock video, I'm not sure what's going on with the leveling. It just seems to have stopped. So, a grenade that sticks to any surface, periodically emitting bolts of lightning. So, kind of sounds similar to pulse grenade, except for maybe it's more damaging, more direct. You know, maybe it only hits certain enemies since it's a bolt. I can only speculate at this point. Okay, on to our jump. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to unlock increased height yet, but I can show you what the Titan's jump looks like. So I want to say it's slightly higher than the Warlock's and maybe gets its height a little bit faster, but as you can see, you come down from it much sooner. You don't have that gliding, feathery effect that the Warlock has, so it is very different. So our enhancements to our jump are increased height, upgrades lift to travel to greater heights, increased control. This would make you be able to switch your direction mid-lift much easier. And catapult. Upgrades lift to provide a strong initial burst of momentum. So basically just getting to the max height of your jump much faster, I would imagine. Okay, here we have Fist of Havoc. This is our supercharge. It is a very, very powerful supercharge. The only problem is you are the center of it, so if you miss it, then it might be bad for you because you might just put yourself in a compromising situation. It is a lot harder to control when you jump in the air with it, but I believe there's a skill that fixes that, so let's take a look. So Fist of Havoc, smash to the ground and dissolve nearby enemies in a maelstrom of arc light. Okay. Aftermath, Fist of Havoc leaves a damage-dealing field in its wake. Death from above. After jumping, Fist of Havoc can be aimed at enemies below. So this is the one I was talking about, which hopefully while in the air would make it much easier to use, because I have overshot it many times. Shockwave, Fist of Havoc unleashes a wave of devastating energy which travels along the ground. Sounds cool. Again, this currently isn't available that I am aware of, so can't show it to you. But I can show you what it does look like in its current state. Oh, here come more enemies. So I'm going to try to do it from the air so you can kind of see how it lunges you forward. Oh. So as you can see, it pushed me forward a pretty good distance from that jump. Versus if I were to do that on the ground, you wouldn't go very far at all. In fact, I'll wait for it to recharge and show you the difference. Okay, so I do have another supercharge ready. This time I'm just going to use it from the ground. As you can see, a lot easier to control. But it also means you got to run right into the middle of a bunch of enemies, so it's kind of a give and take thing. If you can get used to doing it in the air, it'd probably be the better approach. Okay, Storm Fist. This is our melee attack special. It does have a cooldown. Punishing melee attack that deals bonus damage. I find the Titan's melee attack to be very underwhelming. Even with the bonus damage, it seems underpowered. And when you don't have the cooldown ready, it's definitely underpowered in my opinion. Not as effective as the other classes, for sure. That may change with some of these boosts, though. Hits with Storm Fist have a chance to immediately reset its cooldown. That's cool, except for it doesn't really specify. I mean, is that a 10% chance, 50% chance? That information would make a huge difference, obviously. Discharge. Hits with the Storm Fist have a chance to deal area of effect damage around the target. Again, that sounds really cool. It would make the melee attack much more viable. But what's the percentage on that? Illuminated. Kills with Storm Fist significantly reduce the cooldown of Fist of Havoc. Fist of Havoc, again, is our supercharge. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, I'll demonstrate some punching goodness for you. So right now I do have my supercharge available, or not my supercharge, my melee cooldown available. Now I do want to note that I have punched that same type of enemy before with the cooldown and it didn't kill him. So I'm a little still not impressed with that attack. Here's a few more enemies. I don't have my cooldown. You're probably thinking, oh, 2 hits, that's not bad. Well, I can tell you the majority of the time, my Warlock one-shots those guys with his melee attack. So that makes a difference, you know, between 1 and 2 swings. That's life or death, especially in PvP. Okay, on to the stat bonuses. Every class has these. This is the Titans. They call them Codexes. So Codex 1, training focused on battle recovery and toughness. Codex 2, training focused on speed and toughness. And if you look at my stats, you can see the change reflected. It's pretty significant. Codex 3, training focused on battle recovery and speed. I'm going to skip this line real quick and go over to this one because they have more codexes on this line. So Codex 4, training focused on all attributes. Codex 5, training focused on maximum battle recovery. And Codex 6, training focused on raw speed. So pure speculation at this point, but I'm assuming you only get one per line. So you'd get one out of these 3, and one out of these three. And this is pretty cool because, you know, not every Titan will be the same. Some might specialize in being tankier or faster, like, you know, right here we have what would be a more agile. What's this one? Battle recovery and speed. Or, you know, this one, better recovery, a lot more agility. So just you kind of get to tailor your character to your playstyle is the point. You know, if you want to be faster on the battlefield and give up some tankiness, you can do that. Okay, let's go back to this line that we skipped. Headstrong. Sprinting increases the leap distance of Fist of Havoc. Aftermath. Increase the duration of Pulse Grenade, Shock Grenade, and Aftermath. Aftermath is the ground effect that takes place after your supercharge, if you have it unlocked. So it just means it would be on the ground longer. Transfusion. Kills with melee attacks immediately trigger the health regeneration. You know, I guess that would be good. I do notice it says kills with melee attacks, so that doesn't mean your cooldown, it just means any melee attack if that description is accurate. So that would make the melee a lot more viable. Okay, and our final line over here. Unstoppable. You are harder to kill while using Fist of Havoc. I do notice last time in my first video of the Titan skills, I didn't pick up on this, but if you look at your stats, you do get an overall armor boost. I originally knocked this skill because you know, you're harder to kill while using Fist of Havoc. Well, you use Fist of Havoc for about literally 2 seconds, if that, you know, and then you're done. So it does give you something more than just 2 seconds of being tougher. You do get an actual armor bonus overall. So that makes that a little more desirable. Shoulder charge. After sprinting for a short time, press R1 to unleash a devastating melee attack. Obviously I can't show that to you, but it sounds like it could be useful. Juggernaut. After sprinting for a short time, gain a protective shield. Again, sounds cool, can't show it to you. And then Illumination. This is pure speculation. This is seal the subclass, locking previous choices. So I'm guessing that means you would make your choices, you know, throughout all these skills, and then lock them in place and maybe move on to the other subclass. I'm not 100% sure because this is not available at this time. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for the Titan skill tree analysis. You know, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will answer them. I enjoy making these videos for you guys. Your feedback lets me know what you like and don't like. So, you know, please subscribe, comment, share, hit the like button. Your support helps me continue making these videos for you. And I will see you guys in the next one.